Hello YouTube, this is Jerry D in Tennessee. Let's look at some stocks, some stuff that hit my scanner this morning. Alright, so the first stock I have here is SAVW SAVW USA Incorporated. Alright, so what's the day range? Right here's the day range. That's a pretty good little spike. So this percentage is off. This is off because this went from 0.004 of a cent, 0.0004 to 1 cent. Okay, so what does OTC's market say? It doesn't even say. So there's no news on this stock that I saw. Probably somebody talking about it in Twitter, maybe Reddit. But that's a significant from what was it again? Right here it is. From 0.0004, 0.004 of a cent to 1 cent. That's a pretty good spike. It was a good opportunity for somebody to make some money. It went up fast. So let's look at the chart. One day. Not as fast as it looked at like on this smaller chart. So maybe 12:30 it started spiking up into 2 o'clock. It went up to a cent. It kept going up. So it wasn't a very quick spike. So average volume is 8,000 shares. So there's not that many shares traded. So we started out 500, 6,000. It ended up about 9,000 before the day was over with. It kind of held at 1 cent. But the idea of this behind this is you should have been down here and got out up here. So, word of caution about a stock like this. Go to OTC markets. Warning, unsolicited quotes only. Investors should be aware that no firm is making a market on this stock on the OTC link. All prices reflect unsolicited customer orders, and investors may have a difficult time selling this stock. So they're saying this is probably a pump. That this there's no. They got a company profile, so I don't know. I could be wrong. They may not have updated this. So, SAVW is a leading LED lighting revolution, setting the stage to obsolete the incandescent light bulb through the use of energy-efficient, environmentally friendly LED lighting. This is a good thing. This is the energy savings. All the cars are going to LEDs. The bad thing about the LEDs on the cars, if you're facing the car coming down the road, it blinds you. They are extremely bright compared to incandescents. Incandescents is not as hard on your eyes. The oncoming drivers, but all of the cars are going to LED. So, you know, it's just progress. It's just where we're headed. So, and the other thing about incandescent lights, LED light bulbs do not put heat, and a lot of farms will use incandescent lights for heat. For chicken coops and just to generate warmth in the barn and chicken coops and sheds and stuff. So anyway, I guess that's more information that I need to go over. But let's drag this over here, right here. Let's go to Twitter. Let's see what's going on Twitter. See what the tweets are. I don't know. Should I click it? Investors Hub. I don't want to see your ad. Surprise sistership. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Somebody's probably the latest customized research for SAVW SpeculatingStocks.com. I don't know. This stuff tends to be dead end. Dead ends. Pulse. SpeculatingStocks.com. That was back in the 2017. That says the latest, November 5th, 2017. So, and this one here was January 3rd, 2018. Let the buyer beware. That's why the skull and crossbones is on this stock, okay? Dark and defunct. So anyway, somebody traded this stock today and made it spike, and it showed up on for my biggest gainers scan. So there you go. So let's go back again. 0.0004, 4 thousandths of a cent to 1 cent. Anything else? So there's nothing in Twitter. So I'm not really sure what causes stock to spike. Somebody somewhere is talking about this stock and has generated an interest in this stock. Somebody, somewhere. Because these are old tweets. Alright. Let's move on. I don't know. Somebody's either pumping this stock somewhere in a chat room somewhere. Got somebody interested in it. And boom, it spiked to 1 cent today. So I would be wary of this stock. I mean, if it's legit, a company, maybe some company bought the shell, but I don't see a tweet. Nobody's claiming that anybody's bought this ticker. And this is from 2012, so this is old stuff. I mean, it doesn't look like anything's going on Twitter, and that's where I get a lot of my stuff from, is off of Twitter. So I don't know. I have no idea why this stock spiked, but that is, I mean, boom. Somebody wanted to buy into it for some reason. And like I said, here you have it, OTC Markets. They have a warning about this. It says the company's transfer agent has verified its outstanding shares directly to the OTC market. So it's got a green badge. Maybe something's happening with this stock, okay? And it's not been public knowledge yet. When was this updated? Well, let's go to the website. Market cap, security details. 2/2/2021, shares outstanding 17,000. If anybody knows, let's see, last report was 6/30, June 30th, 2012. That's been a while. Almost 10 years, not quite 10 years. 9 years. Ludwig Capital, 10/2010. So I don't know. I have no idea. Since the company is inactive and charter revoked by the Secretary of State of the state of Florida for failure to file annual report. Now they may just decided to let, because all this stuff costs them money when they file their paperwork and stuff. So maybe they decided to let things go. I have no idea. But apparently somebody wanted to buy into this stock today. So let's move on to the next one. I don't know a whole lot about it, and as you can see, there wasn't a whole lot in Twitter. No recent stuff anyway, so it didn't look like anybody's pumping that stock in Twitter. So the next one, ARRXF, Archer Exploration. So these guys go and explore for minerals, but they also have an interest in lithium-ion batteries. So I guess they mine the minerals and stuff that needed to develop. Maybe they're selling the natural resources to generate or create lithium-ion batteries, and they have some kind of contract. I don't know, but this stock jumped 7,990%. Almost 8,000%. So that really got my attention. So let's look at the charts. One day. So what are we for 55? This looks a snapshot. What is it? Go back. Come on, catch up. There we go. The day range was from 55 to $1. So that doesn't quite jive with what that's going for. And that's the scanners kind of said it was that high too on the spike. So OTC markets, let's look over here to them. And they're saying 7,990% as well. So I guess it was up and down choppy today. 5 days. It must have dropped on the second. I guess the price dropped on the second. Yeah, it looked like a bunch of people sold out. And then all of a sudden it just jumped back up. It's the only thing I can figure. That's, I don't know. I have no explanation. It's interesting. From 55 to $1, I mean, to me, that's like a little under 100% gain. That's doubling your money, right? So I don't know where they got the, it had the dip during the day, and the chart's probably not really showing. Let's go back. Go to the chart. I have no idea. You go to 3-day. Now that, it was 20 cents and jumped to $1. I mean, that's a pretty good bit, but I still don't see that as being 7,000%. Wow. Okay. But that's what we had pop up today, which is just crazy. It says unsolicited quotes only. Investors should be aware that no firm is making a market in this OTC link. So, but they don't have a skull and crossbones. So if we go back over here, no news, no press releases. It just spiked. There was an interest in this stock, and this spike. Somebody somewhere is talking about this stock. Let's go back to Twitter. Good old Twitter. Let's see what Twitter's going to tell me. Seven hours ago, somebody's pumping it. ARXF. Chris Hall. ENZC, I'm into that one. It's trading for a perimeter in the OTC markets today. What's the deal? It's commission charged, buy, sell for me. Kind of interesting. The top, fly on the wall. Let's see. Some of these people mix these things up with several tickers, and that's nothing is standing out as to why somebody's pumping this. Is what's going on. So again, something like this, if you're looking at these stocks, see, if you get like buy into stocks to trade and you use there's a scanner and this comes up, I would look it up on OTC markets before I bought into it and just see what it is. Check Twitter to see what they're saying about it on Twitter. Stock twits. I mean, you could go out to stock twits and look stuff up, but it doesn't. If somebody's talking up on stock twits, there's probably something going on Twitter, and somebody's just pumping this stock. That's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. Not knocking the stock. I mean, I don't know. I don't see anything where anybody said anybody's bought this or they're fixing to release a news or anything. That was when one's active, usually say, well, where they're going to have news any day or they're fixing to release their financial report for the last quarter or something like that. Something's being said like that to that kind of topic. So that's an interesting spike. If anybody got into this during the spike today, then congratulations. So it's interesting. Right after the market opens, it's going up. There's no news. All I can say is beware of stuff like this. Try not to get stuck in something like this because you see it went up, bam, it fell that fast. What, between 11 and 12? Right after 11, bam, it dropped like a rock, okay? From $1 to 60 cents. And it went up, it got choppy the rest of the day. Don't get stuck. I mean, if there's nothing saying this is an active company, like, I talked about Blue Spear. Blue Spear's got a website and everything. Does this even have a website overview? They don't even list a website for this company. Company profile. Not available. So stuff like this should be a warning. I mean, I don't know. Some of you guys may think, well, Jerry, you're wasting my time. Well, you need to be smart, okay? If you're going to buy into stocks, if you follow people like Tim Sykes, excuse me, I probably make people mad when I mention his name, but Tim just speaks the truth. Somebody pumping his stock. This is not a spike off of financials being released. Right there's trade data, but there's no news. There's no financials or anything being filed with the OTC, SEC, nothing. Okay, nothing about any earnings for the last quarter, anything. This stock is clearly being spiked. Okay, so beware of what you're buying into. You can see where it shot up, bam, down to nothing on the second, I guess, and then jumped up on the third today. So watch what you're buying into. I still don't get that 7,000. It had to be that dip, because that right there is not a 7,000% spike. Volume was 89,000. Some reason people's trading. If there's any reason, if anybody knows of, leave me a link in the description below the video, some information about this. I'd be curious to know why this spiked. The same about SAVW. If somebody else's or some company's buying and the news hasn't come out yet, it'd be interesting to know, because this is a cheap. If it's a truly an LED company, the first stock I was talking about, at this price, this is a bargain, because clean energy LEDs last a lot longer than an incandescent. If this is the real deal, I like to know about it, because this is a good price on the stock right here. If it's the real deal, if it's just a pump, be careful. That's all I'm saying. If it's a pump, be careful. I'm not trying to trash the stock. I'm just trying to be realistic. Be careful when you're buying into these stocks. Okay, because you can get stuck in a stock. All right, let's go to my third one. KGAUF, Collinsburg Automotive, ASA. The day range is 39 cents to 46 cents. So that's a 5-day. So right there, apparently, let's go to the charts. From 4 cents to 45 cents spike. So Monday it was 4 cents a share. It jumped to 45 cents a share. There you go. Let's look. January 5th. So it's been a while. The latest was the 5th. So okay, so they're working with Tesla. January 4th, there was news. So they're going to sell LED bulbs to Tesla for their cars. So yeah, so this may be a stock to watch. So like I said, do your research, look it up. Top, let's look at the top. January 4th was 4 cents. So it went to 45 today. So let's go back to here. Any news? No news available. See, there's nothing. Somebody's probably... Looks like people's been tweeting this stock, and there's an interest because of the tweets on social media. October 30th. Access wire. So they released earnings. So they had a quarter earnings call for stockholders on October 30th, 2020. October 30th, 2020. So there is something going on with this stock. It's like people are pumping it in October. The last tweet, though, was January 5th. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So Kongsberg Automotive is at 45 cents. Actuation chassis manufacturers operating control system. So this is electronics company. I'm confusing that with it. Excuse me, I am tired. It's been a long day. I'm confused with the LED company. But news. See, E-Trade's not coming up with any news, and usually they're pretty good about that. So anyway, there you have it. 4 cents to 45 cents today. Nice little spike. Good little run today. So yeah, I've been doing more following of AMC and I'm having a senior moment. AMC and GameStop. Went blank there for a minute. So those stocks are down. We could go check them out. Let's just use one of these windows. So AMC is not spiking quite like GameStop. In fact, it was down today. It dropped down. But it's still higher than what it started. So if we go back to 5 days, or a month, okay, that's more like it. So it was like $4 or $5 a share. Well, actually right here too, looks like it got down to $2 a share back in the 1st of January. And it's got up. So it's kind of holding a decent price. We will see what's going to happen with these stocks. It's interesting. I mean, this crazy hedge fund commercial traders war is making things interesting, making prices interesting on stocks. So we'll see. Let's look at GME. GameStop. Three days. So they hit a peak. I mean, they were up over $400 a share. Now they're down to $100 a share. So, you know, I had a pretty good run for about a week or two. Let's go back to the month. Maybe a couple weeks run. So, hope nobody's stuck up here in the $300-$400 range. I hope they got out. I really do. I hope they got it in here low. And as this was going down, I hope they were selling and getting out before it hit bottom here at 200. And then maybe that was another opportunity for some people to make some more money. I tried to get in when this first started. I couldn't execute an order. There was so many trades going on. I couldn't get an order to execute, and it was going so the price was changing so fast. So I just kind of sat back and watched it. I was afraid if I kept trying to get in, I'd get up here in the peak and I'd get stuck and I'd be a bag holder, and it would drop down to nothing. And right here, you can see I surely hope that nobody's got stuck at $300 or $400 and now they're down at $100. That could be a pretty significant loss. I mean, at those prices, if you're buying stock in there at those kind of prices, yeah, you can lose some money quick. So be careful. Trade smart, trade scared. Don't trade any money. Don't invest any money that you cannot stand to lose. You need to keep your lights on and the roof above your head. Okay, food on the table. Take care of your family, Dead Burn It. Don't get addicted to this stuff. Don't get addicted. Don't get stuck in these stocks. Don't be a bag holder. Okay. Be aware of what's going on with this, because look, it was $400 and it dropped down to $100. If you try to get into something like this, cut your losses as fast as you can. If you were in at $400 and it's at $100, you're going to have to sit for a while for that to get back up to $400, I imagine. I could be wrong. This could prove me wrong. We'll see what happens with this stock. It's been an interesting ride. There's been a lot of hype in the news. I'm going to keep watching this to see what happens with it. I'm not really going to talk about these two stocks a whole lot, because there's a ton of people on YouTube that's already doing it. Okay? There's a ton of people already doing it. All I'm going to say is be careful. Okay? Be careful. If you get into Wall Street Bets into Reddit and you start watching, just pay attention to what the price action's going on with the stock. If it starts going down, you better go get out of the stock. Okay? Don't get stuck. Don't be a bag holder, or else you're going to have to sit there till the next spike. It's just that plain and simple. So, anyway, been an interesting time. I appreciate it if you stuck with me this long and stop by to check out my video. I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. If you like it, click the like button. Hit the bell to get notifications when I come out with a new video, and I plan on coming out with more videos. Been kind of sidetracked with this GameStop. I've been watching what people's opinions on what's going to happen with GameStop and AMC. So it's interesting. It's been interesting with the way the stock market's getting traded is changing as we speak. We're seeing history. So it's just going to be interesting. That's all I want to say. So, again, thank you for checking out my video. I hope you have a good night. Try to stay safe and be careful with your investing, and I wish you the best of luck. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Hey, thanks for coming by. Glad you checked out the video. I hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.